Pay attention, my dear chosen ones. This is not just an ordinary video but an urgent message for those who feel the depth of their calling yet find themselves under attack by false idols. You are not merely living among shadows, the shadows are trying to extinguish you. Something powerful and insidious is at work, creating false idols to divert you from your destiny. Now is the time to stand against what opposes your greatness. I am not just talking about celebrities or public figures designed to manipulate the masses. Entire structures have been created to occupy the space where your light should shine. These icons are tools, carefully crafted disguises meant to distract the chosen, draining your creative energy and diverting your focus from what truly matters. While you strive to understand who you are and where you belong, they work to cloud your vision. They are puppets of the system, programmed to trap powerful souls in golden cages while the true mission of the chosen remains unfinished. Despite the oppression, there exists an invisible shield that protects the chosen. This divine protection does not eliminate challenges but ensures you will never face them alone. Think of the times when everything seemed lost, yet something, an insight, an unexpected ally, or an inexplicable inner strength, sustained you. These moments are not coincidences, they are evidence of a higher presence guiding you. Your faith and intuition are more than tools, they are weapons to navigate this chaos. Trust the connection you have with the divine, for it is this connection that continually fortifies your spirit to keep moving forward. When you try to break free from this cycle, oppressive forces intensify their efforts. They send disguised emissaries, figures who seem trustworthy but whose true mission is to keep you under control. It is a perverse game of light and shadow, where your intuition becomes your greatest ally. Trust the instincts that warn you about people or situations that drain your energy. These agents of the system cannot mask their intentions when confronted by the light the chosen ones carry. Your mission, therefore, is to protect this light and never allow it to be extinguished. Meanwhile, you may feel as though you are walking alone, but you are not. The connection among the chosen is growing, and this invisible network strengthens daily. Amid isolation and loneliness, there are others like you, awakening to their missions and seeking the same truth. Every meaningful interaction between chosen ones creates exponentially greater force, an energy the system cannot contain. You are not just resisting, you are creating something new, something that will dismantle lies and usher in an era of clarity and purpose. The battle of the chosen against the forces that oppress them is not just a fight for survival, it is a struggle to restore a lost balance. The intensity of this confrontation demands courage beyond the ordinary, an unshakable trust in the higher purpose that guides your actions. Every obstacle, no matter how daunting, is an opportunity to reaffirm your inner strength and break the invisible chains that bind you. The destiny of many depends on your victory, for your light does not only illuminate your path but also guides those around you who are lost in the darkness. There is a price to pay for this resistance. Emotional isolation is often a burden the chosen must bear, as their journey is misunderstood by most. People around you may distance themselves or even resist your presence, unable to cope with the transformative power you represent. But it is in this isolation that you find your true fortress. Solitude becomes a sacred space to cultivate your connection with the divine and strengthen your purpose. Embracing this solitude as part of the process is one of the greatest challenges but also one of the greatest blessings. As the chosen awaken, a curious phenomenon occurs. Those who once ignored or underestimated them begin to take notice. Your light, once seen as bothersome or irrelevant, becomes recognized as something valuable and undeniable. This can attract both allies and enemies. Those who understand your mission become your greatest supporters, while those who fear your rise intensify their efforts to bring you down. Stay vigilant, for both groups can disguise themselves in unexpected ways. Discernment is the key to navigating this complex terrain. In the midst of the storm, remember that you are not fighting this battle solely for yourself. Your victory is a collective triumph, a crucial step toward the liberation of many. You are part of a greater movement, an interconnected network of chosen ones dismantling, piece by piece, the system that has enslaved them. Every small victory, every moment of resistance, contributes to a mosaic of transformation that transcends generations. The battle is arduous, but the reward is immeasurable, a world where the chosen live their truth fully and fulfill their purpose without constraints. With every step you take toward your authenticity, the system responds with greater intensity, attempting to surround you in every possible way. It is no coincidence that as you draw closer to the truth of who you really are, the challenges increase exponentially. This happens because the awakening of a chosen one represents an irreparable imbalance for the forces operating through manipulation and control. Your light, even when flickering, has the power to destabilize years of lies and systems created to enslave minds and souls. False idols play a strategic role in this game. They are placed as beacons to distract you, figures that promise what you already possess: power, fulfillment, and freedom. But these promises are empty, a carefully staged theater designed to keep you trapped in cycles of dependency and self-sabotage. They cannot replace your essence because they are mere projections. However, if you allow them to occupy your field of vision, your connection to your purpose weakens, and you risk getting lost in meticulously crafted labyrinths. For this reason, it is vital to cultivate your awareness. The system plays hard to obscure the truth, often using your own emotions against you. It plants doubt and insecurity, feeding narratives that make you question your capability and worth. But here's the truth they do not want you to know: you already have everything you need to win this battle. What is lacking is not power but the clarity to see beyond the illusions. This discernment cannot be bought, taught, or replicated. It is born from the intimate encounter between you and your divine essence. Those around you, especially new connections that emerge, are not always what they seem. There is a reason for so many changes in your relationships during critical moments of your journey. Some people are sent to support and nurture your mission, while others come to confuse and mislead. Do not fear distancing yourself from situations or people that drain your energy or weaken your confidence. Setting boundaries is not just an act of self-protection, it is a sign of reverence for your mission as a chosen one. And remember, while the external world seems to conspire against you, the internal world is in constant expansion. Every challenge faced strengthens your connection with the divine, making you more resilient and focused. Chosen ones, you are not merely resisting, you are being reborn, transforming into more powerful versions of yourselves. The system knows this and is desperate because the more you shine, the more the lies upholding its structures become visible to all. Your light is non-negotiable, and that is precisely what makes you unstoppable. Still, the path of a chosen one is not simple. You will be tested in your convictions, often in intense and painful ways. These trials come in subtle forms: unexpected betrayals, significant losses, or challenges that seem insurmountable. These moments are not punishments but refinements. Just as gold is purified in fire, you are shaped by these experiences to emerge stronger and more prepared. Trust the process, for every wound will become a scar of wisdom, and every fall will be the prelude to an even greater rise. The resistance you feel is a reflection of the system's fear of your complete ascension. They know they cannot defeat someone who has fully embraced their identity as a chosen one. That's why they try to make you doubt yourself, using your insecurities against you. But here's the secret: every doubt planted is also an opportunity to reaffirm your certainty. In every moment of hesitation, there is an invitation to remember who you are. Do not allow yourself to be defined by external narratives. The only truth that matters is the one that resonates within your soul. As you move forward, remember that victory is not just a destination but a daily choice. It is the act of rising every morning and deciding to continue, even when the weight of the world feels unbearable. It is the decision to stay true to your purpose, even when everything around you tries to divert you. Chosen ones, your strength lies in your resilience, in your ability to turn pain into purpose and adversity into fuel. You were not called to an easy mission, but you have been equipped with everything you need to overcome it. With every step toward your mission, you will notice that the chaos around you is not random. It is designed to keep you trapped, to divert your attention from what truly matters. However, chaos also carries a hidden gift. It forces you to reconnect with your core, to find your inner stability even when everything around you seems to be falling apart. Chosen ones are masters at finding order in the midst of chaos, and this ability is what makes them so dangerous to the system. Your inner clarity is an act of rebellion against a world built to confuse. Before we continue, if you have always felt different, with a special sensitivity or drawn to greater missions, our ebook is a valuable resource for you. It offers practical insights to help you recognize your true mission as a chosen one and overcome the challenges of misunderstanding and isolation. By purchasing the ebook, you also gain immediate and exclusive access to our Discord community, a space where you can share your experiences, connect with others who understand what you're going through, and find genuine support in a welcoming environment. Check the pinned comment below this video and gain access to unique and exclusive content. The system, desperate to control your narrative, will seek increasingly elaborate ways to distract you. Alarmist news, fabricated crises, and even daily problems are tools used to capture your energy. But there's a secret they don't want you to discover: you can refuse this battle. By consciously choosing where to place your attention and energy, you reclaim the control they try to strip from you. Your energy is your most powerful weapon, and directing it intentionally is an act of resistance that destabilizes the entire system. The most intense battles you will face, however, won't be against visible enemies but against your own shadows. The system is skilled at exploiting your internal weaknesses, amplifying your doubts and fears. Yet, every shadow you confront is also a doorway to a stronger, more integrated version of yourself. What seems like an attack may actually be a call to integrate parts of yourself that you've ignored or suppressed. Chosen ones don't run from their shadows, they transform them into light. Finally, remember that your journey as a chosen one is one piece of a larger mosaic. You are not fighting solely for yourself but for all those who have not yet awakened to their own missions. Your courage, resilience, and faith create a path for others to follow. Every victory you achieve is a collective victory, a step closer to a world where the chosen can live their truths without fear or oppression. Destiny lies in your hands, and the impact of your journey will be felt for generations. The divine connection that protects and guides the chosen is not just an abstract force, it is a living, tangible energy that acts as a shield in the midst of the storm. Even in moments when you feel like you're walking alone, this presence is beside you, whispering truths, offering comfort, and providing direction. Chosen ones possess a direct connection to the divine that transcends religions or doctrines. It is a silent language that speaks to the heart, a constant reminder that, despite the adversities, you are never abandoned. This connection also serves as a reminder of your responsibility. The chosen are not granted divine protection solely for themselves. Their mission is to share this light, to be an anchor for those who are adrift. Every choice you make to align with your truth inspires others to do the same, creating a wave of transformation that challenges the system. You are called to be more than a survivor, you are a leader in a time of darkness, and your light is what will make change possible. But being a light in a world of shadows attracts unwanted attention. The forces that oppose the chosen cannot tolerate their influence because they know it is disruptive. Your presence unmasks lies, exposes weaknesses, and illuminates paths that were previously hidden. This generates fierce resistance, not because you are wrong, but because you are a danger to the status quo. Every attack, whether direct or subtle, is proof of your relevance, a confirmation that you are exactly where you are meant to be. False idols, in turn, feed on the desire for belonging and validation that the chosen often feel. They promise easy answers and effortless paths but deliver only distraction and emptiness. Recognizing them is crucial to your journey. You will see them in belief systems that encourage you to doubt yourself, in figures that demand your loyalty in exchange for nothing. They hold no real power over you unless you choose to give it to them. True authority lies within you, in the recognition that the divine dwells in your essence. As you learn to discern between the true and the false, something remarkable happens. Your confidence begins to blossom. You realize that the light you carry is enough to guide you, even in the darkest moments. This confidence is not arrogance but the manifestation of an unshakable faith in your divine connection and your purpose. Chosen ones, you are called not because it would be easy, but because you are capable. The system knows this, which is why it fears the full awakening of your strength. The system, in its desperate attempt to maintain control, employs increasingly sophisticated tactics to stifle your voice and distort your perception. It operates subtly, planting doubts that seem to arise from within but are actually the result of external manipulations. These doubts are silent weapons designed to undermine your confidence and steer you away from your mission. It is essential to remember that the voices of self-sabotage echoing in your mind do not belong to you. They are the reflection of a system that recognizes your power and seeks to neutralize it before it fully manifests. Chosen ones have a unique ability to break cycles of manipulation, but this requires constant vigilance. Each day is an invitation to reaffirm your identity and purpose, even in the face of pressures that try to force you to conform. Resistance is not just an external action but also an internal stance of fidelity to your truth. The energy you carry is precious, and the system will do everything it can to drain it. Protecting your mind, spirit, and environment is therefore a priority. Every barrier you build against these forces is an act of spiritual self-defense and self-love. Even in isolation, there are signs that you are not alone. The connection among the chosen is an almost magical phenomenon, a mutual recognition that transcends words. It's that profound moment of identification when you meet someone who understands your journey without needing an explanation. These encounters are not coincidences but orchestrated by a higher force. They are reminders that, despite the loneliness accompanying your mission, you are part of something much greater. Together, the chosen create a fabric of light that strengthens the resistance against the darkness. The chosen carry within them an energy that defies the world's logic, a vibration that cannot be contained or ignored. This energy acts as a beacon, calling those who seek truth while also attracting forces that wish to destroy it. This duality is part of the journey. The same light that guides also reveals shadows. Make no mistake, the intensity of this presence does not go unnoticed, and it is precisely why you become a target. To the system, you are a threat because your existence questions the foundations upon which it was built. And yet, it is this energy that strengthens you, connects you to the divine, and propels you to continue. As you advance, the system will keep trying to distract you with false idols and narratives that promote conformity. These distractions, though seductive, are merely detours designed to pull you away from your purpose. Recognizing them is the first step to overcoming them. Do not be deceived by promises of ease or shortcuts. Your journey is not about the fastest path, but the most meaningful one. The chosen know that value lies in the journey, in the depth of experiences, and the lessons they bring. Every conscious step you take strengthens not only yourself but also all those who follow in your footsteps. The journey of the chosen is a constant dance between light and shadow, a delicate balance that challenges all certainties. Every choice you make carries greater weight than it seems, for it is not just about you but about the impact your presence has on the world. The system understands this very well, which is why it invests so much in distracting you. The opposing forces try to convince you that you are alone or that your actions are insignificant. But the truth is the opposite. Your existence is an act of revolution, and your light, even in silence, is a weapon against manipulation. This call to lead is no coincidence. From the beginning, you have been shaped to endure pressures that would crush others. The losses you've faced, the challenges you've survived, and the nights when silence felt unbearable were the ground where your strength was cultivated. Chosen ones are not born ready but are prepared through the fire of adversity. Every difficulty you've overcome was a reminder that the destiny of the chosen is never easy but always worth it. This strength is not only for your survival, it is a gift to a world that desperately needs your example. Along the way, you will realize that even the isolation you feel has a purpose. Solitude is not a punishment but a necessary pause to recalibrate your soul. It is in silence that the chosen hear the clearest messages, finding answers the noise of the world could never reveal. This space of introspection is one of the greatest gifts you can receive, for it is where you reconnect with your essence and renew your connection with the divine. Accepting this solitude as part of the process is a sign of spiritual maturity and preparation for the next steps of your journey. But this solitude does not mean you are disconnected. On the contrary, the chosen are interconnected by an invisible network, an energy that transcends time and space. Every time you feel a surge of courage or a moment of clarity, it may be the collective force of the chosen echoing in your life. You are not merely resisting individually, you are building together a resistance the system cannot predict or control. These invisible bonds are your greatest fortress, proof that, even when apart, you are united by a higher purpose. The system knows this, which is why it works so hard to divide the chosen. It plants seeds of distrust, creates conflicts, and amplifies insecurities to keep you disconnected. But your intuition is stronger than these manipulations. It guides you to the right connections, to allies who share your vision and can amplify your light. Chosen ones, never underestimate the power of community, even if it's small. Every genuine bond is a line of defense against the forces that try to extinguish you, and together, you are unstoppable. The chosen walk with a strength that cannot be quantified, a radiance that challenges the paradigms of the world. This strength, however, does not come without challenges. Every step forward is accompanied by trials that seem to emerge from the shadows themselves. These tests, though exhausting, have a clear purpose: to shape you, strengthen you, and prepare you for even greater responsibilities. The system tries to convince you that these obstacles are signs that something is wrong, but the truth is they are confirmation that you are on the right path. You are a threat to the lies that sustain this world, which is why they attack with such intensity. While external forces work to divert your focus, an even deeper battle is taking place within you. It's easy to look at external enemies and point out their flaws, but the true war occurs in your mind and spirit. The system knows how to exploit your insecurities, how to amplify your doubts and turn them into a prison. However, you also hold the keys to your liberation. Each time you face an internal fear, each time you confront a shadow, you come closer to your essence. Chosen ones are not defined by the absence of struggles but by the courage with which they face them. The world around you is in a state of transition, and you are at the center of this change. The collapse of old structures is inevitable, but that doesn't mean it will be easy. The system's resistance to the awakening of the chosen will be fierce because it knows it is losing. Every act of authenticity, every moment of clarity, and every step toward your purpose weakens its foundations. You are a force of renewal, and though the process may be tumultuous, it is also necessary. Chosen ones are the catalysts of this new era, and your determination is what makes this transformation possible. In this transitional landscape, connections between the chosen become even more vital. You are not called to face this journey alone but to build a network of support that transcends the physical. These connections, though rare and precious, have the power to amplify your light and accelerate your progress. When the chosen unite, something extraordinary happens. Their strengths multiply, creating an impact that goes beyond the individual. Together, you are an unbeatable force, a living testament that unity can overcome any system of oppression. However, not everyone who approaches you has good intentions. The radiance of the chosen attracts both those seeking help and those who wish to manipulate or destroy. This is why discernment is not just helpful but essential. Do not be deceived by flattering words or convincing appearances. Trust your intuition, for it will never fail to alert you about who truly deserves to stand by your side. Your energy is a valuable resource, and protecting it is an act of self-preservation and respect for your mission. What is happening right now, at this very moment, reflects something much greater than what we can see. It is a battle that transcends the physical and touches the spiritual, emotional, and energetic. You feel it, don't you? The unease that cannot be ignored, the calling that insists on being heard even in the quietest hours. This is the sign that you are exactly where you need to be, that your mission is unfolding. Chosen ones, you are not just living through this transition, you are the transition itself. The system knows this, which is why it tries to suffocate you with its lies and manipulations. But what the system doesn't understand, and never will, is that the truth cannot be extinguished. It may be obscured for a time, but it always finds a way to emerge. And you are living proof of this. Every moment of doubt you have overcome, every challenge you have faced with courage, has been a victory against the forces that tried to silence you. Chosen ones, you are the embodiment of what the system fears, free souls, guided by a truth that cannot be controlled. Your existence is a constant reminder that freedom is possible, and that is something they can never take away. As you continue forward, remember that every step you take is helping to build a better world. No matter how small or insignificant it may seem in the moment, every action in alignment with your truth has an impact beyond what you can imagine. You are planting seeds of change, and they will grow in places you will never see, inspiring people you will never meet. Chosen ones do not live just for themselves, they live for the greater purpose that connects them to something eternal. The journey, however, is not just about resisting or fighting. It is also about finding joy, meaning, and purpose amid it all. Chosen ones are not just warriors, they are creators. You have been called to bring beauty, love, and transformation to a world that desperately needs it. Your hands were not made only to wield swords, but to build bridges, to heal, and to create. Never underestimate the power of creation, for it is through it that true transformation occurs. Chosen ones, what you build today will be the foundation of tomorrow. And when this battle feels heavy, when the challenges seem greater than your strength, remember that you are never alone. Chosen ones are interconnected, and their strength is shared. Every time you rise, you give strength to another chosen to do the same. Every time you choose truth over illusion, you pave the way for others to follow. You are part of something much greater, a network of light that cannot be broken. Chosen ones, you are what the world has been waiting for. Now is the time to rise and shine. You've reached the end of this video, but your journey is just beginning. Every word here was written to ignite something within you, to remind you that your mission is unique and irreplaceable. Chosen ones, the world needs what only you can offer. The chaos you face is not a sign of defeat but proof that you are shifting the balance of power. The fight that feels impossible is actually the prelude to victory. Allow yourself to trust in your light, your strength, and the purpose that brought you here. If this content touched your heart and resonated with your truth, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any future content. Share this video with someone you know who also needs to awaken to their mission, and tell us in the comments which part impacted you the most. Don't miss the opportunity to join our exclusive community on Discord by purchasing our ebook through the link pinned in the first comment. I'm confident it will be a valuable resource for you. It will not only bring clarity to your mission and unique gifts but also grant you access to connect with other chosen ones who will welcome and support you. Don't miss out on being part of this space. This is a crucial moment, and together, we can impact many lives. Choose to be part of this mission. I deeply thank everyone who supports this work. If you wish to help this message reach more people, consider contributing through Buy Me a Coffee. The link is pinned in the first comment. Remember, the world is waiting for the impact that only you can make. Believe in your strength, stay steadfast in your mission, and never let your light be extinguished. Until next time, may your journey be marked by courage, wisdom, and transformation.